So good morning. Welcome to the Mindfulness broadcast. And this morning, I wanted to kind of talk about foundations and basics and bring us back down into some basics of breath and body as it relates to our mindfulness practice. And what motivated me to do this is I think sometimes when my own mind gets very busy and my life feels very busy and my schedule gets very tight and I try to go back to the foundation or the basics of my life and my work. And I think, why am I here? And not with any judgment, not like, why am I here again? But this real idea of, what brought me here? Why do I do what I do in life and in my professional life? What's important to me about this? What brings me joy? What gifts do I have to offer? What was my intention when I started on this path, and how has that evolved? And how am I still in alignment with it? And how have I strayed from that? And what do I think about that straying? Is that okay? Has that been some wonderful gift that I didn't intend when I started? Or is it some load I'm carrying that I'm not even aware of, that, that kind of stray, like, oh, I actually think I wanted to be back over there. So just coming back down to those questions, getting out of that brain that's, I have to do this, I need to do this, and really checking in with my belief systems. I think about it in, when we lay a foundation to a house, it's like, we have an idea of what we're going to build. We have an intention, a thought of what it's going to look like. And sometimes, we get to the top, or maybe we open up our eyes at some point, and what we've built is actually like, maybe a Dr. Seuss like leaning tower with 25 rooms, and we meant for maybe a ranch style house with 3 bedrooms. And so it's just nice to come back sometimes to yourself and to look at that foundation and think, am I where I want to be? And what do I want to do about that? So we're going to use our practice this morning to come back into our own foundation of mindfulness and of meditation and of breath work. So with that, go ahead and close your eyes. You can also take a soft gaze, whatever allows you to just be present with your mind and your body. Just start by asking yourself some of those same questions, bringing yourself back down to the foundation of your practice and getting curious. What brought you to mindfulness? What was your intention when you started a meditative practice? How is this practice serving you? And in what ways are you in alignment and or out of alignment? And as you ponder those questions and allow them just to fill the spaces of your mind, find your feet. Begin to ground them. Feel your heel and your pinky toes spread, and your big toe. Feel that triangulation and find a balance between those 3 points on each foot. And then almost press into the earth. Feel that connection. And as you're pressing and as you're feeling that connection, breathe in a big, strong breath. And feel it go all the way from your nose to your toes, imagining it going down into the earth. And then pulling from the earth a big breath, a big exhale, as you let that all go from your toes all the way back up and out your mouth. Doing that several times. And then allow your breath to return to its normal pattern. Feeling that energy from your feet. Bring it all the way up. Your attention up your legs. Making sure if you're sitting that your legs are not crossed. Up into your hips and your pelvis. If you're sitting, feeling your sits bones, noticing your lower back, if there's a curve or an arch or a slouch. And if you're standing, maybe moving your hips from left to right, forward and backward, just finding that center point where your knees are still soft, not rigid, but there's attentiveness and strength, energy in your legs and in your hips and up into your lower back. And then finding your shoulders kind of centering over your pelvis, a spine that is strong and attentive without being rigid. Feeling your shoulders fall back into place, allowing your chest to lift just a little while your belly is soft, allowing the breath to flow. And when we're in our meditative body stance, we can really choose different things with our hands. We might find if we're standing that they're down by our sides. We might hold our hands out, open. If you're sitting, you might find you want your hands together or palms down or palms up. And you can also use your hands to bring your attention to your heart, placing them over your heart or on your belly, or one on your heart and one on your belly. Feeling that breath. And as we continue with our body, noticing your head placement, perhaps bringing your chin down just a little, allowing an open passage for breath in your throat, bringing a softness to your face, a gentle smile to your lips, relaxing your ears, your forehead, and then lifting the crown of the head. This body posture reminds us of our practice. This is our foundation. And we can use this foundation in so many ways throughout our day to remind us to come back into the present moment. We can do it in meetings, when we're driving and our mind is just swirling. Reminding ourselves that we've built a strong foundation, allowing us to be present and intentional in the moment. And then bring your attention, keeping your body posture in this place, bringing your attention to your breath, and just walking alongside your breath, meaning your attention goes with it. You're noticing this exchange of air as it moves in and out of your body. Taking notice of the sounds that are around you or the sensations that you're feeling. Noticing your thoughts about them. Oh, I wish it would stop. I wish they would stop talking. I wish that noise would stop. Just noticing that. And then seeing if you can practice acceptance. That noise is there. My thought about that noise is this. Remember, taking that judgment out, just observation. Sometimes we think our practice has to be in this beautiful, quiet, special moment. And it's sometimes in the midst of all the noise and the chaos that we have our most profound practices. Hanging out in the space for a moment longer. You notice if there's anything new that you want to bring into your practice, or any ways that you have gone off your path or your foundation that you think, I'd like to let that go. We call this a practice because it's what we do. We work towards, we learn new things, we evolve, we notice our attention, we bring it back. We're never there, we never arrive. It's a continual gift that we give ourselves. And before we close, just give yourself a moment of gratitude. This beautiful practice you've created and that you continue to show up to. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Come back together. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next week. Be well. Bye.